Hey, fire signs. This is the mid-month check-in for Aries, Leo, and Sag. This is Brandy. There is some contractual obligations between partners or a family tie, okay, where you live. That was heavy as I was trying to meditate. There's a lot of internal pressure, even possibly like guilt, and it's really trying to signal to your body that you're starting to release some of that guilt. It's becoming less dominant, and that could come in too many forms, right? And this is more of you accepting, I think, what part of the situation you might be in, which is really kind of repetitive cycle from what I kind of gathered. Okay, the issue is like, what is your purpose without everyone else like making you feel bad about you doing what you need to do for balance and peace, right? These obligations are pointing like towards resolving conflict, but more through understanding and compassion for yourself. Like, I feel like someone may be reaching out or traveling, maybe to see family. Maybe you haven't seen a partner or an ex-partner in a long time, and this is going to resolve something, or you just coming to peace with what is soon. There's a lot of scattered thoughts regarding what your obligations might be in the dynamic, and a miscommunication, which is where we're going to need to have some boundaries. Okay? And because someone out there has a tendency to like avoid uncomfortable talks about the truth or what your actual commitment is to family, friends, whatever, that needs to be renegotiated, so to speak. It needs to be renegotiated. Or just point blank stopped if you're looking for peace, because it's heavy. It feels like you've got yourself into, well, a situation you can't seem to get out of, which is where it's scattered, and you can't really take care of anything you need to, because again, we need to point to boundaries and escaping like the things you need to do because you got everyone else's obligations, or you feel guilty for not fulfilling all those obligations someone else expects you to do, right? And there's tension, there's forces, there's challenges, and these energies between personal desires and external obligations are really just boxing you in, okay? And it's stopping the natural flow for you. Okay, picking back up here. So the natural flow has been disrupted, right? Which is a little difficult, and like you even understanding what issue you need to resolve first. Like it's kind of all over the place. Like I feel like there's a ton of little tiny fires that need to be put out, but which ones are yours? You know what I mean? And it may be hard because there's like innocent little things attached to everything. So it's not like you can just choose one and deal with it. Right? I think there's people around you that supposedly, come and they need you, they need your energy, they need your help, they need your advice, but they don't really have much for you. And then here you are, you got their small fire again, right? That's boundaries. You ain't really got time to like talk, and you got small fires, I think, that need to be put out. And the prominence of that is you need to have some honest dialogue that's very crucial, which is very complicated this month, the rest of this month, right? There's tension, there's these obligations, it's lack of time, it's contractual, it's familial, I got dizzy just saying that. Like, these are conflicting forces, and you feel really shut in, and it's confusing, and people may not be hearing you or wanting to hear you, and you're overwhelmed. These people may be putting guilt on you because you weren't able to get somewhere on time or something because you had your own crap to deal with, okay? There's a release, though, but it feels more like a volcanic release. And that's where you can address the core issue honestly. Okay, communication is critical right now. It's going to help people who want to bicker with you or spread things about you. They're going to understand real quick. Like, I ain't got time for this, right? There's no denial. We got to face the truth about the obligations you have put yourself in. And this is part of the growth process and the cycle, and, you know, being a shoulder or something for people. And it will release the guilt and the stress when you alleviate it with awareness and intention for yourself. When people try to bring these forces against you and you feel pulled in different directions, like, you got to be like, what's my balance? You know, have I helped these people a lot, but they've not really shown up for me? Like, what is it? Am I always like someone's rock? Because right now I need me. There's too much tension, too much flow disrupted, too many conflicts around me, too many people that don't want to listen, which keeps escalating, and people don't want to address it. So it's like avoidance, avoidance, avoidance. And I've been rushing decisions based off these people. Okay? Don't do that. And I like doing these sometimes because I can just do it. The camera sometimes throws me off, but you get me. There's just stress here. You know, and this realistic thing is you got a lot of conflicting issues and obligations. You're boxed in. So we have to have truth versus confusion. You have to be careful of what you say. You got to listen a little more intently. Do not let someone guilt you. Now, if you agreed to something, you should probably deal with that. But not to the extent of overwhelming yourself, and be very clear with the boundary. Like, I'm going to be able to help you a little with this, okay? But honestly, I have to stop right now for the rest of the month to deal with myself, or I'm going to implode. I'm going to implode. I've got to figure some things out. I have some, you know, possible legal issues or contracts that you need to sign yourself, and it could go wrong and not smooth and create more issues because you got everyone else coming over here. Okay? Keep that in mind so you don't repeat some type of pattern and get lost in other people's mishaps. I really have that you'll be able to pull this off and stop letting those outside forces disrupt you so you can handle your business, my friend. Make sure you hit that like and make sure you hit subscribe. I'll catch you later.